Kim, thank you so much for the opportunity to share this meditation practice with you today. I appreciate your time. Before we go into the meditation practice, I thought that there may be some value in linking the practice of meditation to really being able to find that devotion and communion with God that we've been speaking about. Oftentimes, when we decide to turn toward the spiritual path, we find that there can sometimes be dissonance between living in the material plane and striving toward the spiritual. And in our conversation, we've come to the understanding that the external is very ephemeral, it is temporary, and that as much as the human condition is to strive and to continually search, what we're searching for does not exist on this material plane. And gratifying those desires lasts for a very short period of time before we start looking for something else to plug that gap, when actually what we're looking for is communion with the infinite. So one of the things that happens when we become more consciously aware of striving in the spiritual direction is we become aware sometimes of the stumbles that we have along the way, because really we do stumble. It is a path of evolution and of growth, and so there are going to be stumbles along the way. It becomes important then for us to really be able to offer our practices up to God and to ask in prayer for devotion, for commitment to the path, for guidance in terms of staying on the track that keeps us committed as opposed to giving up along the way. One of the practices that we call to in this period is called yagya, which is a practice of self-offering. And in yagya, we offer all that we do to God. And this is a way for us to very deliberately establish that divine connection where we see that everything that we do in this world is not for our own individual gain or benefit, but really we offer it in reverence to God. And it's a self-offering that allows us to again step back from our small selves and rather step into a space where we give everything to the infinite and to God. So prayer is a powerful way to engage in this self-offering and asking for devotion and asking through prayer for that devotion. But of course, meditation is a key way in which we find that stillness within. Because with meditation, we interiorize our senses. And once we've closed off in a very tangible way, closed off the external, and we've drawn our awareness inside, we are able to connect with something deeper. And we are able to really begin to uncover the expansiveness and the higher levels of consciousness that we're looking to attain. So meditation is one practice, and then there are other input channels, of course, diet, daily routine, exercise, yoga, breathing, prayer. All of these beautiful input channels into the mind result in a more harmonious output or flow. The key thing about all of this is that we often turn to God when things go wrong. And what we want to do is we want to practice meditation, prayer, self-offering to God at the time when things are going well, because life is an inevitable ebb and flow cycle. And so when things are going well, if we practice communing with God, self-offering, and really trying to develop this eternal relationship with the divine, then when the inevitability of the cycle of life turns, we know how to do it. We know how to commune with God. But more importantly, we also have really powerful tools that can help bring us back to the center that we're looking to be in. So with that being said, thank you once again for allowing me to share this practice with you. Let's meditate together. I will talk you through the practice. Given that we've spoken about self-offering and we've spoken about devotion, we are going to work with an affirmation. I'll share it with you now. It is, in calm faith, I open to thy light. So when we get to the point of introduction into the affirmation, I will repeat it 7 times and you can repeat it mentally, just so that you're comfortable with how that is going to work. Okay, but everything else, follow my cue. Are there any questions that you have before we get started?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. So we assume the correct meditation posture because what we're doing is we're really trying to draw the energy. We're interiorizing our senses, but we also want to draw everything upward into higher states of expansion. So we sit upright, roll your shoulders back, and you're sitting nice and upright. Your hands are positioned at the junction point between your abdomen and your thighs, and your chest is somewhat elevated. So in a very comfortable way. So in a very organic way, your chest is, and the rolling back of your shoulders would already give you a gentle extension of the chest cavity. When you close your eyes, what you're going to do is take your gaze upward as if you were staring across the horizon and slightly higher than that. And you're going to keep your gaze focused there throughout the practice. I will remind you as we move through the practice. And you're going to keep it focused there with your feeling sensation. And what I mean by that is you will keep your gaze upturned, but it is with your feeling sensation. So it's not a conscious effort. You just slightly lift it as I remind you and just keep it in that position. To get into the meditation practice, we practice 2 breathing techniques. The first is a double inhale and exhale. So it's a short followed by a long inhalation and then exhale twice through your nose and your mouth. The second is measured breathing. We are going to use our abdomen and make sure that we really get a nice deep breath. As you inhale, your abdomen expands. We're going to hold for 4 and then exhale, your abdomen relaxes. Please don't worry, I will talk you through the entire practice. You just have to follow my voice. Okay, so getting ready, you're going to close your eyes and lift your gaze upward. And now we're going to do the double breathing. So double inhale, tense the body, exhale through your nose and mouth. Let's do it 2 more times. Double inhale, tense the body, exhale nose and mouth. Last time. Double inhale, tense the body, exhale nose and mouth. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the measured breathing. We're only using our nose to breathe. So inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Last time, inhale, hold, exhale. Okay, Kim. Allow your breathing to return back to normal. And this time, you are going to take your attention to your breath. So you are simply noticing your breath as it flows in and out of your nose. Keeping your gaze upturned, simply watch the breath as it flows in and out of your nose. And now focus on the breath as it passes the point in the nose where you feel it most strongly. Focus on the breath as it passes the point in the nose where you feel it most strongly. If thoughts come to your mind, simply take your attention back to watching your breath. And now we are going to introduce the mantra. As you inhale, mentally repeat Hong. And as you exhale, mentally repeat Sao. Inhale, Hong. Exhale, Sao. Let's do this for 2 more breaths. And now, when you repeat Hong, gently bend your right index finger. And as you exhale Sao, relax your right index finger. Let's do this together. Inhale Hong, bend your right index finger. Exhale Sao. Relax your right index finger. Inhale Hong, bend your right index finger. Exhale Sao. Relax your right index finger. Keeping your gaze upturned, we're going to do this at your own pace for a few more breaths. And again, if thoughts come, simply go back to the mantra and to your index finger. And now you are going to release watching the breath, release the mantra, release the movement of your index finger. And you're going to gently breathe in and exhale gently 3 times. Keeping the breath out for as long as is comfortable. Feeling the calm permeate every part of your body. I am going to repeat the affirmation 7 times until it becomes a whisper. You can repeat this mentally and follow along. With calm faith, I open to thy light. 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 Calm faith, I open to thy light. Feeling the calm in every part of your body, allowing yourself to imbibe this calmness, to feel this calmness. We're going to go into a higher state of expansion and meditate for a few more moments. And now you can slowly start to bring your awareness back into the room, hearing the sounds in the room around you, becoming aware of being fully integrated into your physical body. You can gently bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Feel the movement of your eyes behind your eyelids. Come back very gently. And only when you are ready, take your time. When you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you.